Yeah, I've heard you in the past talk about, the producer or yourself being a vessel in a way. The music kind of you're chosen, and the music comes through you. Can you talk to that?
Yeah, I have this theory that whenever I create something, like whether it be graffiti art or music or whatever it is, I it becomes part of the world. I don't own it, and it's especially when it comes to songs. I just kind of feel like they're almost floating in the ether, and they choose you to become a vessel. Now, here's what happens. A lot of times I have an idea that I think, wow, that's an amazing idea. I'm nowhere near any place that I could put it down. And then the idea leaves. So it's kind of like, well, sometimes I'll sing it to myself in my head or I'll do a voice note. And sometimes I'll remember it, which means that song decided to hang around. But sometimes it comes in and it goes. It means it might have chosen somebody else because this vessel wasn't prepared. But sometimes when it hits and the kind of everything aligns, then the song chooses you. You're the vessel. It comes through. It gets expressed, and then that it becomes its own thing in the world. You're just the vessel that it chose to come through. And I think it's helped me to kind of, rather than have this attitude like I am the man, I am this and that, it kind of helps me to kind of ground myself and approach this with a little bit more humility of like, well, I hope a good one chooses me, or I have an idea and let's see if I can attract something that'll help me express it, and then something will choose me.
Hmm.
And it also means that I have to keep working if I want these songs to keep coming through. So that's the other part of it. That's
Hmm.
the hustle part and the diligence part. In order to keep putting out these songs, you have to constantly be ready for the song to choose you to be the vessel.
Are there particular conditions that you feel you can create in order to be that vessel?
It's interesting. The conditions for me have changed because it used to be I have my studio, this is where I go, I have to create here. Because of my tour schedule, I have been able to, you know, really put a studio in my laptop, which is different now. I've built hundreds of thousands of dollars that I've invested in studios, and I'm sitting in one here in Miami that I built as well.
Hmm.
Um, but I find that it's a combination of different places produce different events and maybe give me a different antenna to signal which song is going to come through me. And I like that. I like that I'll get different results in different surroundings and different environments. So I've been able to make it so that I allow myself the freedom to try to do different things in different places. And so there isn't just one setting. And sometimes things happen. I'm a bit on an airplane and I had an idea and I put it down, and it's come out really cool, and I've developed it later on.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm sitting in the studio and just nothing comes. That's the other thing. It's like priming a pump.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to keep priming it, and if the water doesn't come, you keep pumping it. Some days you walk away, some days you just keep pumping it, and the water comes. Other
Yeah.
days you pump the handle once, water comes gushing through.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like accepting that. I accept the fact that not every day is going to turn out the way I think it is, but there's a bit of kind of mystery and excitement to it still, which keeps me intrigued.